Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing this Carli Bybel palette from BH Cosmetics. Now I got this palette off the BH Cosmetics website along with some eye brushes. I did haul this in the previous video. Now I haven't used these brushes enough to give you a full-fledged review. So today's video I'm just going to be talking about the palette. This palette is originally priced at around $14, but I got it on sale for $12. They took 3 days just to process my order, and my package reached in 10 days. I had to pay $5 shipping for this and no custom duty. Now coming to the product itself, this was how it was packaged. Now when I open this palette, it smells strongly of paint, like how a freshly painted room would smell. It is a very pungent smell. Like if I kept this palette anywhere in my room, my whole room would smell of paint. So I immediately got in touch with BH Cosmetics customer support, and they immediately replaced my palette with another one. Now that's something that I really appreciate. There was no hassle. I didn't have to explain anything to them. They immediately sent me a replacement for it, and I do really like their customer support. And if I had any queries, I DM'd them on Instagram and they quickly resolved all my queries. Now coming to this palette which I got replaced, this does mildly smell of paint as well, but nothing pungent. And when I put this on my eye, I didn't have any irritation or burning sensation, nothing of that sort. So now coming to the eyeshadows, there are 14 eyeshadows in this. You can use these 4 as highlight shades, or even these shimmery ones as highlight, depending on your mood and your skin tone. This palette has 5 matte eyeshadows, which is really good. So you can actually create a full-fledged look with just this palette alone. I did use only these eyeshadows on my eyes today. This plum shade is my favorite shade of all. It's really nice, it blends really well, and it's very pigmented. This dark brown matte eyeshadow is again really good, but it is a little chalky. Nothing really hard to blend or nothing really hard to work with. You can use this light matte shade to set the concealer on your eyelids. Now something that I would definitely recommend is using a base underneath your eyeshadow, either a concealer or a primer. All these eyeshadows definitely work better with a base underneath it. Now coming to the shimmery shades, they are pigmented, but they're not intensely pigmented. So you can bring up the intensity of these eyeshadows by using a makeup fixing spray or some eye drops of your choice. I will swatch this shade with just my finger, and you can see how pigmented they are. Now I will swatch it with a dry brush. It is really pigmented, as you can see. So this is a swatch of the eyeshadow with just my fingers. This is with the brush. You can use it however you like. If you want to use these 4 eyeshadows as highlights on your cheekbone, they are excellent and they cater to different skin tones. I did use these 2 shades together on my cheek today to highlight. If you don't find a shade that suits your skin tone, you can mix up 2 shades. And I do use this shade occasionally on top of my bronzer just when I want to have that extra glow. Also, I would like to point out that if you have dry skin and you use any of these 4 eyeshadows as highlight on your cheekbones, it does bring out the flakiness in your skin and make it appear all the more dry. So that's something you have to keep in mind. But other than that, I really like this palette and I think it's worth the price. I will be swatching all these shades and putting up a picture on my Instagram account. So if you're looking out for that, go check it out. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do comment down below and let me know if you bought this palette and if you like it, or if you have any other questions. I will be happy to answer all of that. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next one. Stay flash.